to the west is the for the heating system, the heater air conditioning system. All its control works and whatnot. Everything 110 on that. The other side, the one on the east side, that is the one that runs your cooler, and it's the one that was stripped. And I looked around here, don't have one, so I had already made a note. I got to pick you one up.
Okay.
KM6SRR.
Yep. Good evening, Rob.
Echo Fox.
Good evening, Mike. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, Rob.
Hey, Mike, what type breaker do you need? I have some.
That would be a, I didn't even look. I think it's a square D home line breaker. It has a 20 in it, and it keeps tripping. So either I was going to put maybe a 25 back in just in case because it gets extra hot up there. So 20 or 25 is what we're looking for there, Rob.
Okay, I don't know about the home line. I got a bunch of GEs there, over.
Yep, different ball of wax.
Roger, roger. Just thought I'd ask.
Thank you.
I'll be downstairs feeding the cats and trying to get something to eat there, Mike. KM6SR, listening.
Okay, very good, Rob. I got you checked in here anyway. W6BBS, KM6SRR, and good evening to you, Daryl. Let's see, KG6 Charlie Echo Fox 982.
That'd be me. Hey, Frank, I got called to go out on that fire at Lake Don Pedro.
Hey, beautiful. Good for you. I'm happy for you, man. I know you was looking forward to that. And listen, and I probably maybe know the reason you're mentioning it, but there is no stress. It's not going anywhere. You know, you play with that game with what we were talking about whenever you get time. Not necessarily you have to jump out on your first fire high.
Well, it's okay because I'm not going. I can't go. I don't have anybody to leave my dogs with.
Ooh, and I'm not set up to do anything like that over here, and I'm not around enough.
Well, I've got a German Shepherd that's not completely trustworthy, so that's the problem. Oh well, it's just one of those things. Because the wife's still out of town, see.
Roger, roger.
K6USY 1079 in and out.
Well, be that way.
Where are you going?
I'm flying solo, and I got kids to put to bed.
No co-pilot tonight, huh?
No, sir. So I'll be back later.
Okay.
Twice.
All right, we got you.
KJ6TYO 1009.
Well, hi there, 1009 KJ6TYO. Good to hear you.
Yeah, good to hear you, Mike, and all the others out there.
Good evening, Ron. KJ6TYO, KM6SRR.
Hey, good evening, Rob.
(727) WA6AAJ. Well, I can't go downstairs without saying hello to Mike there. How you doing, Mike? WA6AJ, KM6SRR.
Good evening, Rob. How are you doing?
Okay, busy. Gotta feed the cats because they're getting crazy and get a little grub for myself, over.
There you go. Cats are first.
Good evening, Mike. WA6AAJ 727. Or is it 272? Which is it?
727.
Here's what I want you to say. All right, good evening, and I haven't heard Bill in here yet, but I'm pointed down south for KB6RQU, and everybody's got to put their ears on because N6SWR's got some kind of a power supply problem down there. He's been extremely weak here. So, Rob, if you're still in the shack before you run downstairs, let's see if we can get Ben in here. Over. Too late. Well, let's try for Ben. N6SWR. Ben, I wonder if you're there. N6SWR. K6MYC. Over. I don't hear anything. Let's try for KB6RQU.
I came back up. I don't hear either one, Mike. I got the amp on now. N6SWR, are you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? And KB6RQU. Rick, are you on for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SR with K6MYC. Standing by.
I don't hear anybody.
No, I don't either, so we'll just keep poking around here, picking up as many locals as we can. Looking for K6VBG, WB6JNP, and anybody else that might be around, WA60IB, WB6COT, KK6 Lima, KK6, oh, for heaven's sakes, KK6, KE6, no. What's the race called?
KK6ZKE.
K6ZKE. I don't know how I missed that. What's your number?
704.
She got it. Okay, good. Thank you. Good to hear you. And
N6SWR.
okay, so we got at least one of the 5 I called in here. KK6 Lima, KK6ZKE, K6MYC, and I imagine it's warming up in your garage, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Not too bad, though.
Hey, Mike, I came back upstairs because I heard Ben on there, N6SWR.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear him at all. Go ahead, pick him up.
Go ahead, Ben. N6SWR, number 247. Go ahead.
Roger, N6SWR 247 right here in beautiful downtown Bakersfield. I don't know if my beam is pointed right at you, but I'm still just running 50 watts.
We got you better now, Ben, much better than the other night. I don't know what was going on, but maybe it was the beam pointing. N6 Sugar Whiskey Radio, N6SWR 247, K6MYC. Good evening.
Good evening. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's down in the about 78 or so in the mornings, and it's only in the low hundreds or 98 or whatever at night. So it's getting better.
Yeah, we did about 100 today, I think. I didn't look at the temperature, but they said it was going to be about 100. It's creeping up on us. Like Indian underwear, they creep up on you.
Roger, I didn't check the weather either, but it was bearable.
Yes, it was. Anyway, good to hear you, and thanks for pointing the antenna a little bit more carefully there. What did you said? You had a power supply problem, and it won't give you power for more juice?
Yeah, it's not the amplifier, it's my actual power supply, 12-volt power supply. I've got to take it in and either get it fixed or buy a new one.
Okay, and it's you got the big transformer one, the big heavy one, right?
Yeah, it's a 36-amp power supply running my Mirage 160-watt amplifier. It's more than enough power to run it, but it's probably 8 or 10 years old, and it finally died. I actually have had 2 or 3 of these die in the last 3 or 4 years because I bought all 3 of them at the same time.
I'll be darned. I've got 2 or 3 of those. I don't use them anymore because they're big clunkers and they do run quite warm. from the standpoint of efficiency, the switching units are much more efficient and much physically smaller. Physically and dollar-wise, a switching unit that'll do 30 amps or more for your amplifier would be about $100.
Well, I probably ought to buy something different. What are you using for an amplifier these days? These pyramids were okay. I mean, like this is a 36 amp, but I've had 22 or whatever and a 14, and they've all just died here in the last 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. Again, you don't need 36 amps. The amp draws about 20. And your radio, so you can easily get by with 30 amps over.
Roger. Okay. Well, I'll have to look around. I've got to get some. I'm going to get this one fixed, or I'll probably get these fixed and buy a new one just so I got a good new one too as well.
Yeah. Okay. You might look online and look at some of the other dealers around the country. They have got specials on power supplies. I think I paid under $100 for all the ones I have. I just gave you a round number of 100, but I paid anywhere between $79. I think I bought one at Dayton that was on special for $59, and it's playing good. But most of them run about $80 to $90.
Hey, Mike, is he just looking for a 12 volts power supply?
Well above.
Yes.
I mean,
I got a bunch.
I mean, it works fine, but it's been 7 or 8 years or 9 years, and its time has come to an end.
Okay, why don't you guys want to exchange phone numbers? Frank's on frequency, and Frank's got a bunch of 12 volt supplies. He'd like to help you out with one of them there, Ben. Frank is W6BBS, but he probably can't hear you because you're so light. But if you want, you want to give him your phone number, Frank, I can forward it to him.
Yeah, roger that. Are you ready to write, or is Judy ready to write?
Yeah, do you want to, let me do it this way. Ben, do you want to do it by email with Frank, or do you want to do a phone call?
Well, if you can give me a phone number, that's better.
Did you copy that, Rob? I couldn't copy it. I got QR Mary from LA right now, Ben. You're getting buried by the LA guys that are stronger.
Roger, a telephone call will be fine.
Mike, listen, here's the answer. I know Rob has Ben's phone number or whatnot. We'll just have Rob shoot him a message later, and Rob can get his phone number, my phone number to Ben, and Ben can give me a call, and I'll see what he needs, and if I can't supply it. I do have several supplies that I may never use again because I'm all 12 volt and 48 volts. So anyways, that's the story. W6BBS.
Yeah, very good. What we'll do is we'll get Rob to forward Frank's number to you, Ben. So watch for a text or an email from Rob in the next hour or so, okay?
I'm back up here. I can help out.
Roger. Thank you much. Have a great evening. Thank you for checking me in. N6SWR clear.
Okay, don't run away yet. Rob, fax or send a text to Ben with Frank's phone number, okay?
Yeah, he has.
Roger. Frank, is that the one ending in 6475?
Roger.
Okay, I'll text it to Ben right now.
Ben, the phone number should appear on your text very shortly, over. Ben, did you copy? Hello, Ben. I'll text it anyway. Frank doesn't need switching supplies anymore. He's on a full 12-volt system there in his shack, so at this point in time he might keep one, but he doesn't need any switching supplies anymore. Rob, over.
Roger.
Well, I got switching and transfer. Well, I'll talk to Ben, and all right to set up that I just drop it at your place, Mike, and he can come up there to get it?
Ben's in Bakersfield. I think you'd probably want to ship it to Ben. We can ship it from Fresno, though.
Okay, roger that.
Victor Bravo Golf 971.
One switching power supply, and it'd probably be the last one I'd give up because it's lightweight and all that. But if that's all he can use, but I have several transformer types.
I don't think he cares. He just wants to get a power supply that works. Over. You can work it out with him on the phone.
It's 20 and 30s.
30.
Yeah, I've got at least one. I know I've got two. One of them may have popped a cap in it or something, but I've got at least one operational and maybe two.
Okay, very good. All right. Good evening to you, Dave. K6BBG. K6BBG 971. Nice to hear you in here, and I don't think you're going to stay in the shack too long, but go ahead, Dave.
Hi, Roger, Mike. Yeah, it's a little warm out here for me. With the smoke and everything else, I got to sit in air conditioning right now. Otherwise, I can't breathe at all. So, yeah, I'm just kind of in and out here real quick, and yeah, wishing everybody a happy week.
I'm not sure we're going to have one with Iran threatening.
Well, what's the worst thing that could happen?
Somebody drops a nuke and everybody else figures it's okay. We can launch ours too, and we've got the end of everything.
WB6JNP.
We'll never know about it.
Did you hear Dane in there, Mike?
I did not hear Dane, but Dane, go ahead. Let's hear your melodious tones there. K6MYC, bye for WB6JNP.
Okay, Mike, K6MYC and the group WB6JNP 107, course goal. Anyway, if Judy's in the shack, hello, Judy. I hope the world's getting clearer by the day. Anyway, everything's well in course gold, nothing new. It was a little lower in temperature, so that was nice, but they tell me it's coming back up. K6MYC, WB6JNP.
Okay, well, that's interesting because it got warmer here. It was over 100 or just about 100 today where we had been in the 90s. So it's creeping up for us, so I'm surprised you had a cooler day.
Yeah, it gets that way. By the way, Frank, if you copy, I've got a small weather station. If you're interested, I can drop it off at the mailboxes or something for you. I've actually got two of them, and they both work, and so I'll let one of them go.
I appreciate the thought, but I have so much work to do. I mean, I've got all my towers, antennas, just everything. I don't want to take on another project right now, and I would get distracted by that. Between Mike's solar projects we're doing and mine and everything else, I'm going 10, 12 hours a day between our two places. So I appreciate it, Dane, but I don't think I'm going to do that at this time.
Okay, well, just keep in mind that it's there if you're interested.
What do you need to do with it? Can't you just set it on the patio and read it?
Yeah, it's sort of a, plug and forget. The outside unit is all solar powered. Inside requires, I think, 12 volts or whatever.
What does it mount on?
The outside unit will mount on like a 1-inch pipe.
Wouldn't be much of a project, Frank.
Yeah, roger that. Okay. All right. Yeah, if it's that simple, I thought you had some fancy stuff there, and there's going to be wind speed indicators and all that kind of stuff when you said a weather station, because I know you can get pretty intricate with your toys there, Dane. So, yeah, if it's just as simple, stick the one probe outside and one inside, and they read each other, that's pretty simple to do, and I can do that.
Yeah, Yeah, the only thing I've been noticing with it is I've been getting a lot of what looks to be noise and odd interference up on 434, and it turns out that's the open band that this thing transmits back on. So, but yeah, other than that, it's a real simple setup, so not a big deal.
Hey, just one quick question since we're talking about it. The thing you put outside and put on a pole or something, if that was sitting out there in the direct sunlight on this hill all day long, it's not going to bother it?
No, not a bit. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the display. It'll give you the intensity, it'll give you UV intensity and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, it's been sitting outside now for, I don't know, I'm guessing 4 or 5 years.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll get together on that. Maybe I'll just swing by and pick it up, or like you say, you can tell me you're driving down the road and meet you at the mailbox or something like that. You just got to catch me when I'm here if you want to do something like that.
Okay, well, I was figuring if I know where your mailbox is, I can just put it in a box on the bottom and let you know. But I tend to trust people more than other people.
No, that would be a matter of leaving it in my driveway, and there's a gate up now, and you just would pull up there and just set it right behind the gate. And because my mailbox is a half a mile down the hill, it's down on 41.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly where it is. But anyway, okay, well, like I said, I had one and I was having a question with it, so I bought a second one, and the second one matched the first one, and then I've got a third one, so it's up about 20 foot above the ground on the outside light post. So I figure if I can get rid of one, if I've got somebody that'll use it or whatever, or at least store it until you can get it set up, it's all yours.
Yeah, I actually would. Mike and I, we are always discussing the rain and the temperature differences and whatnot, so it might be fun if it's, yeah, I was picturing, something where I was going to have a bunch of intricate stuff to set up and maybe some cabling to run and all that, and I would be interested in doing it, but it just takes time that I just simply don't have. So anyways, yeah, but it sounds kind of cool. I like to play with it.
Okay, well, it's yours. I'll try to get it down to you in the next few days or whatever. But yeah, it's all wireless, so that's the nice thing about it. Matter of fact, I've got this one sitting on a railing outside right now. So anyway, we'll catch you guys later. K6MYC and the group WB6JNP course code.
Okay, very good. That's good. Now let's see. We got one more guy here. Maybe we open it up one more time in the San Joaquin Valley. But I'm really specifically looking for KB6RQU. But we'll take anybody for the 2-meter Bozo Net. Over.
226 is here.
Very good, Ken. Good evening. I was looking for anybody else down there. I don't hear Rick so far. KB6RQU. Rick, are you there tonight? Nothing so far from Rick. AA6S. Are you here, Bill? Bill's not here. I guess it's time to go over toward the Atascadero.
858. 711 K6MI.
Okay. 858. I hear you, Eddie. And I hear you, John. So we've got KE6BK, KE6BK, 858, Eddie, and John, K6 Mexico, Italy, K6MI at 711. Good evening, John.
Good evening, and hope to be active Saturday night, as we've talked about in the 220 and up contest.
Now, we'll be starting about 7:30 on 222, if it's okay.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. I got M6RO, so that's a grid square that's quite a ways up for you. Should be able to make that contact, get you guys going between you, and then everybody else in between should be able to hear that both sides of the contact, and we'll go from there.
Sounds great.
All right, John, very good. Let me shoot it down to you, Eddie. Good to hear you in here at the early side of the net. KE6BK, Porterville, K6MYC.
Hey, good evening to you there, Mike. Hope everything's all right with you. Everything's good down here in Bozo Net. Not much to report there, over.
Okay. Well, good to hear you. Thanks for coming in early, Eddie. And I think the temperatures got a little bit hotter today, but not much, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty nice actually down here in Porterville. It was warm. I don't really know how hot it got, but in the house it was just fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're a little bit lighter than normally in here. Normally I hear you better, but we've got you, so you're all checked in, Eddie. And KE6BK 858 K6MYC.
All right. NYC, KE6BK 73, call.
Okay, 73. And did I hear anybody from Los Angeles? Did I hear 58 yelling at me down there? W6PMD, K6MYC 47. Roger, Pat, very light, but we got your 58. We got your 58, Pat. Thank you. W6PMD 58, K6MYC. Thanks, Pat.
You bet. Anybody else?
Okay. Anybody else before we go to Atascadero? Ken, why don't you jump in there and say hello? A6OIB?
6OIB's here, 226 checking in and pointing towards Atascadero.
Okay. Just give him a call while I rotate.
Good evening, Pat. W6PMD, KM6SRR, number 432, over. I guess he turned away, Don.
Yeah, okay. W6QUI, are you around this evening, Ron? WA6OIB and K6MYC for the Bozos. I hear a voice in there, but it's way too weak for me.
It's number 969. I didn't get all those call signs. It's N something.
Yeah, I'm probably not pointed anywhere near him.
That must be Santa Barbara station, N6 something, rather N6. What was this call in Santa Barbara? He's Bozo 900 something. Rob, can you look him up?
Yeah, I thought he said 969, but that's a guy in Temecula, so that's not him, over.
No, it's not 969. It's some other number, but I thought you would remember. It's November 6 or something down there in Bakersfield, but he's just too light here.
Are you sure he's in Bakersfield? I'll do a search for Bakersfield.
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Try it again if you would. Santa Barbara. Try it again. November 6, I think the call. Kilowatt 6, Mike, Yankee, Charlie. I know you're hearing me. We're just getting you, but nobody's been able to get your call yet. We need your call or your Bozo number. Try it again. N6 question mark, Santa Barbara. Mobile, K6MYC, over. Yeah, 967. I copied that time. I moved the antenna a little bit more, and I got you now. 967. Now give me your call sign again, over.
I heard it, Mike.
November 6th, Kilo Tango Hotel. Is it KTH, I think, Rob?
Yeah, that's QSL, and that's Ken.
Okay, Ken, we've got you. I just didn't quite point right for you. When I go toward Atascadero, you're a little light. I have to come back a few degrees toward Santa Barbara. Thanks for checking in. It's nice to hear you on a regular basis. I don't think you're on the top of the mountain, but where are you? Did you go back to your original location, or where are you, Ken? Over?
Yeah, I'm in the same location at about 3,800 feet in the center of those mountains. I know on Sunday you couldn't copy me. The conditions better, I guess. But today, you're right, but you're too loud. Go ahead.
Okay, I got most of that. Did you hear that, Rob?
Yeah, I wasn't paying a lot of attention. He's writing his stuff down.
Yeah, he said he was in the same location, but I didn't get much after that. Ken, are you doing any good with him? I guess Ken's in and out.
10 meter net just started, K6USY.
Oh, that's why. Okay, thanks, Aaron. Okay, Ken, we're going to let you go. Anybody that could copy has gone off frequency for a 10-meter net. So we're having a real difficulty right at the moment. The signals are up and down. If you had another 3 dB, you'd probably be Q5 most of the time. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. N6KHT, Santa Barbara, K6MYC. Thanks for the check-in, buddy. Kilo Tango Hotel. I got it wrong. Sorry, got it now. 7-3. Yeah, I could copy the simple stuff, over. Okay, 73, my friend. Okay, Atascadero, W6QUI. I guess you're not there tonight, are you, Ron?
KB6RQU.
Oh, there he is, KB6RQU. Good evening, Rick. KB6RQU, number, what's your number?
Bozo 61.
61, gotcha, thank you. And how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, I was turning some water leaks and such things.
Okay, Rob, are you copying Rick there?
Oh, yeah, I heard him when I was at Atascadero. Now I'm pointing down at him. And, Mike, you got to have that old Bozo 61. Got to have old in there, over.
Yeah, good job, Dale. Catch you tomorrow. Is that Arizona right here, Mike?
Boy, the LA guys are coming right over the top of you.
58, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, number 432, over.
Oh, yeah, Rob, I thought I heard somebody in there. Man, you're coming in pretty decent tonight. Yeah, we'll get you on the logbook there, number 432. How are things up in your neighborhood? You guys smoky up there or what?
I smelled a little bit last night. This morning it kind of blew away, but yeah, we got a couple fires close by, over.
Oh, boy, yeah, we've had them all around us up here. We were next in line for the evacuation on one of them about 2 weeks ago, but it fizzled and went the other direction, thank goodness. But, boy, there's a big one out by Temecula now, taking thousands of acres, and half of these are pyromaniacs.
Yeah, we had one up here. We understood that they were 5 little fires started. No, it wouldn't have been started accidentally. These were 5 fires started all in the same area.
Yeah, these guys need to do 25 years of hard labor doing nothing but putting out fires in no parole.
Hi, I think you ought to let some locals have a few moments with him and take care of business. Over.
Oh yeah, a little localized justice would be just the call.
All right, great big signal at the moment, Pat. You were weak when I first called in, but now you're booming. Good to hear you. And I've got my friend Judy in the shack, and she says, "Hello, L.A."
Hello, L.A.
Hello, this is LA W6PMD. Who we have here?
Oh, that's Judy. She's my helper nowadays. I can't see anymore, Pat.
That's too bad, Mike. I know your eyesight's been failing for years there, but hello, Judy. Good to hear you. Sounding good there. This is my name's Pat, Papa Alpha Tango, down here in Gavilan Hills, kind of near Riverside.
Oh, beautiful area. I'm from Van Nuys.
Oh, yeah, good old Van Nuys, yeah. That's where all the movie stars live, right? The ones that don't make $10 million.
Okay. Anyway, we'll let you go, Pat, and maybe anybody else want to say hello to Pat down there? How about you, Ken? Oh, Ken's over on 10 meters. I forgot. Some of the guys have gone off frequency here, Pat, for the Bozo, for the 10-meter net that's local here, over.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem. Well, we got you guys both logged in there, and I'll make sure that they'll put you on the list. And 73, and have a good, cool week, and we'll see you later. W6PMD, Gavilan Hills.
73, have a good weekend. Okay, let's see. I'm still going to go back to a Atascadero. Rick, we didn't mean to leave you there, but we had LA just pounding it over the top of you there. KB6RQU for a final K6MYC. Well, you got weak. Oh, I know. He's turned down toward LA. That's why he's weak. Okay, I'm going back to a Atascadero for one last call.
Okay, Mike. Hey, Pat, W6PMD, did you hear Rick in there? Bozo 61, over. Hey, Rick, I think Pat turned away, over. Roger, we tried. Go ahead, Mike.
Somebody said the word bozo. Who was that? Was that you, Eddie? Okay, let's see. Atascadero, KN6EIV, KB6RWR, WRW, KN6EIV, KB6WRW, W6QUI. Anybody? K6MYC. Over. Okay, Atascadero, one last call, K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, I'm going to go to the Bay Area.
N5MPD 1129.
Okay, we got you, Brett. N5NPD. I'm not even pointed up toward you, but we don't need to.
129.
Yeah, 1129. 1129, right?
That's affirmative. Good evening, Mike and Judy. It's, I don't know, it's in the 80s now here, but the mosquitoes are atrocious. Over.
Very good, Brett. A little bit hampered all of a sudden. My left hearing aid has failed, so I'm hearing you out of one ear in a very compromised situation here. So don't be mad at me for not responding immediately. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. I'm really pointing toward Monterey at the moment, so let me just see if I can hear Monterey in here.
Thanksgiving, Mike. I'll copy WA6LIE.
Okay, let's try for WA6 London, India, Echo. WA6LIE. How about you, Scott? I wonder if you're around there this evening. WA6LIE, Monterey, K6MYC.
He just called you twice, Mike.
Who said that?
BBS said it, and he's talking to you right now.
I don't know who's talking. Give me your call when you talk to me. I don't recognize you with one ear.
It's W6BBS, and LIE has been calling you and was just talking to you the whole time. Are you pointed the right direction? Over.
I don't hear a damn thing. Oh, just a second here. Just say BBS, Frank. You don't have to go longer. I just need BBS. I can't recognize your voice and you're off frequency.
That's because I can't turn my antenna, and you've got me in that special spot in yours. Until you turn a little bit, we're going to be a little off to each other, a little Doppler in there.
Okay, let's try again. Scott, let's try again for you there. WA6LIE 618. Go ahead, Scott.
Over, Mike?
Well, he's going too fast. I can't get a peek on him. He's just transmitting, so I get 2 words and then I'm gone. And he stops talking. Stay on a little bit longer, Scott. I can't get you tuned in here. Over. I don't hear him at all again.
He's there.
Anyhow, you had your beam on me when you first came out. When you got blowing up, you had your beam on me, and then you heard it.
Relay, Frank. I'm not hearing it.
Okay, yeah, he's just, once again, he said when you first came out of Atascadero, you were pointed right at him, and ever since then, you've just gone away, Mike, and I'm sideways to him right now. Well, no, not really. I'm kind of sort of pointed at him, but not real good, and I'm hearing him pretty good, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, it ain't coming on a direct path. That's the problem. It's a bounce path from somewhere. I point right at you, Rick, and you just, Scott, and you just go away on me. So the path is all screwed up this evening. Anyway, we have you checked in. Thanks very much. Sorry, we're not doing better with you. WA6LIE 618, Scott, K6MYC. I got the call sign right at the end. You came up out of the noise, so the band is really screwing with us here, buddy. Thanks, 73. Okay, KW6S. How about you, Tom? Let's see if it's where it's supposed to be for you tonight.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, you've been sounding right smart here for a while, so everything should be okay, I think, on my end here. Yeah, not much going on. Walked down to the Harbor and looked around, and came home, and that was pretty much the highlight of my day. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, a long walk to the harbor. I was waiting for something exciting, Tom, and I thought I may have missed something, but Judy filled me in. Thanks.
Well, yeah, the exciting part was getting back.
Oh, you mean to see if you could make it?
Yeah, I've been walking a little further each day, and I stretched it quite a bit today, and you always wonder if you stretched it a little too far when you make your decision to turn around.
Well, yeah, no pain, no gain. No gain, no pain, or whatever it is.
I've always went with no pain, no pain.
That's it. Anyway, good to hear you. You're good and loud here, but I've just hang on. What?
Bozo.
610. Right in the middle of the net here, just a few minutes ago, my left hearing aid failed, and so that screws up my hearing terribly. I'm bad enough when I can hear in both ears with Bluetooth, but that's really suffering now. So we'll get through the net, and then we'll go figure out what's going on. I was just about to go in this morning with the hearing aid because it had failed yesterday. I got up this morning, it was working perfectly. It's been working fine until just a few minutes ago. So it may be the battery's running out. I may have to just charge it a little bit longer tonight or something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we'll try one more time. I have an appointment, but I since it was starting to work today, I canceled the appointment and then set it off for about 3 weeks. So we'll have to maybe speed it up again here. Anyway, thanks much. Let's see. This is Wednesday. We should even have Lee in here. AF6 United, K6MYC. How about it, Lee?
K6MYC, AF6 United, 1098. Yes, sir, I am here tonight.
And you surely are. And Judy copied every word of that, I'm sure. She's nodding her head yes. So take a transmission and tell us how cold it was in Monterey and Watsonville today.
Actually, it was quite nice. It got to about 70 degrees, maybe hit 71. I'm not sure if that was the case, but right now the fog is in. It's probably about 61, 62 degrees outside right now, and I sure am loving it. Sorry for you folks sitting there in 100-degree weather. Maybe it's not quite 100 degrees the last couple of days, but it sounds like it's going to be getting up into the hundreds and, maybe even a little bit higher than that coming up here. How about it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little over 100 tomorrow, Judy says. So it's creeping up on us. Like Indian underwear, they creep up on you.
All right, well, I won't keep you too long. So 7-3, and I don't know, Tom, you want to go 10 up after this? KW6S, K6MYC, AF6 United.
Yeah, I'll catch you up 10. K6 or AF6U, K6MYC, KW6S. Catch you tomorrow night.
Okay. We'll see both of you hopefully tomorrow night. Thank you, Lee. Good to hear you. Nice strong signal. AF6 United, KW6S, K6MYC, clear and going into the Bay Area.
WA6AXX, no traffic.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Ed. Missed you last night. We tried and tried, but you must have been off to dinner somewhere. WA6AXX 773. K6MYC. Anything new with you other than what's going on in Iran?
Oh, nothing new. Always good to get the bad guys, huh?
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, he goes way back. Apparently, he goes back to the 1982 Marine barracks bombing in, pardon me, in Iran. Excuse me, in I don't know where it was. I have a cough. I'm sorry. Back to you, K6NYC, WA6AXX. I'm choking here.
Okay. Pretty good. I'm really struggling tonight. You're bombing in here so loud, you're crushing me. You're so loud, I can't hear you. I can hear you, but I can barely understand you with this blown hearing aid. My right ear doesn't hear with a damn. It hears noises. Everything's loud, but it has a hard time translating noise to intelligence. I learned that a long time ago because I put the phone up to my right ear and I couldn't understand what people were saying on the phone, and I could hear it. But I said, wait a minute, let me try. And I put it on the other ear, and it was all went in. The brain worked fine. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I had a coughing spell, so that's partly on me. So back to you. Otherwise, doing fine here. Everything's fine. Doing well. Hope you're doing well. And hello to Judy. And I'm number 773, by the way. K6MYC, WS6AXX.
Okay, very good, Ed. Nice booming signal, strong signal tonight. Thank you. And we'll probably see you tomorrow night, assuming the shack is functional on 432. Take care. WA6AXX, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area, taking check-ins.
Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November, India.
Okay, I hear you, Gary. You and 3 other stations, all about the same strength, but I heard November, Italy, so I know who that is. WB6WNI. Let's see, that would be 1090, I think, 1090. Go ahead, Gary, K6MYC.
Yes, K6MYC, Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November, India, 1090. You got it, Mike. And Mike, I only have a question for you. It's a joke question because of last Monday. You probably remember that vividly. Do you recall now what an R7 antenna is? And that's it. Sorry to hear about your hearing aids, by the way, and hi to Judy. K6MIC, WB6WNI.
What was the question about the 6-meter antenna?
It's the joke about the 6-meter. I was using an R7, and I know that threw you for a loop because an R7 is 10 to 40, but I pushed it on 6, not very successfully, as you noticed. So back to you.
Gary, it's not your fault. Of all things, now the worst possible thing has happened. My Bluetooth quit. Let me see if I can get it going again. I was copying you okay until you a joke about a 6-meter antenna, but I didn't get it. Hang on a sec. All right, now I got the Bluetooth activated, but it takes about 10 seconds to come up and give me a signal. So let's see if I can hear you. Go ahead.
K6MYC. The joke, Mike, is that I was using the R7 for 6 meters, the R7. So don't put this back, for if you can, but it can squeak out something on 6 meters. That's why you had such a bad copy on Monday.
I'm in deep trouble here, Gary. I'm sorry tonight. I just have to hold the question. Maybe I'll have the hearing aid fixed by tomorrow. It may be just the fact that it's run out of battery. Usually it gives me a warning, but tonight it just stopped. And I don't know whether I have a problem in the hearing aid or a battery issue, but I'll charge it heavily tonight, start early, and get a full night's charge on it and see if that corrects it. If that doesn't do it, I'm going to have to take it in. I was scheduled to go in this morning, but I canceled because the damn thing, I woke up and it was working perfectly. Over.
Look, QSL, Mike, QSL. I'll leave it. You go ahead with the net since you're probably on one of the weakest stations. So I'll say 73, Mike, to you, the net, and Judy, and we'll be monitoring that K6MYC WB6WNI.
Okay, we got it now. I got it now. Thank you, Gary. 73. So let's see who else is in here. At least I'll get calls tonight. Probably not much for conversation. K6MYC. Who else?
787, no traffic. 285.
Okay, 285. You're very loud, Jim. And was it 787? Was that you, Jimmy?
Yes, flying K6MYC, Cap 6QC8, 787, no traffic.
Yeah, booming. booming signal, Jimmy. You really got propagation tonight. Hang on, QSL on no traffic. Jim, WB6JNN. Go ahead.
Yeah, nothing much to say, but good evening. And yeah, you're S9, but you've been up and down a little bit, so down to as little as a 7. WB6JNN.
Okay. Yeah, big booming signal, so we got really good propagation from you the last 2 nights, Jim. That's unusual. You never found your plane? Did you find your airplane, Jim?
Oh, I haven't gone over there to look, actually. I probably should tomorrow.
Okay, well, good luck with it. I know it maybe a long shot, but it's worth a shot, probably. Alrighty, very good. Let me get back to Jimmy for just a second. KF6QCH 787, that was Jimmy. I'm getting Judy caught up here. We got too many at one time here. Okay, Jimmy, pick it up again, and maybe you can stand by and see if Mike has been in there. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, the signal just went very booming here, and I can also hear JNN. Anyway, 7-3, back to you. K6NYC, KF6QCH.
Okay, you haven't heard anything from Mike tonight?
Well, he should be on top of my signal. He usually is.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll check in here in a minute or so. Alrighty. Anybody else for check-in and into the net here on 2 meters? Bozo Net, 2 meters, beaming the Bay Area from Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee Charlie, Central California, QRZ.
AB6SR, 807.
807, there he is. The beer guy, but he doesn't drink it. AB6SR, good evening, Stan. Nice signal. K6MYC, over.
Okay, Mike, K6MYC. Yeah, okay, from Los Gatos here. Good evening to Judy. We had 87 here today. What Gary was talking about was on Monday on 6 meters, he was using a Bushcraft R Romeo 7 antenna, which is designed, I gather, for 10 meters to 40 meters. So that's why he was so weak on 6 meters. That's what he was trying to tell you. So nothing much new here. Did a little bit in the garden today. Very little. Went for a walk early on when it was overcast. So luckily we don't have your 100-degree temperature here. Hope your hearing aid is okay now. Good to hear you both. Back to you, K6MYC, AB6SR 807 in Los Gatos.
Okay, very good, Stan. AB6SR 807, K6MYC, good. And I heard you relay the question, and now I understand it was something related to his 6-meter antenna. I'm going to see if Frank is copying you better than I am. Frank, were you hearing Stan?
Oh, yeah, I hear Stan just fine. Good evening, Stan. And what he was telling you, I wasn't paying that much attention, Mike, so I don't know the call sign of the fellow he is referring to. But the guy who was checking in on 6 meters that was so weak, because he was on a Bushcraft R7, which is an HF vertical, 10 through 40. I'm sure you, in fact, I think you just gave one to Anthony or something like that. So that's why he was so weak on 6 meters. That was the message, Mike. Over.
Yeah, well, that explains it, because he's been stronger. I'm sure he had the coaxes mixed up or had switched to the wrong antenna. He was hearing me okay, of course, with the 1,500 watts going his way, but I couldn't understand why he was so damn weak here. And, of course, being vertical didn't help either. Thanks for the relay, Frank.
You're welcome. Good evening, Mike and Stan, W6BBS.
Evening, Frank.
Stan, thank you very much. I'm hampered tonight with this blown hearing aid. My hearing aid on the left side has failed again. It failed about 15 minutes ago now, so right in the middle of the net, of course. It could have waited till after the net, but no way. So we don't know what the heck's going on with this hearing aid. Anyway, thank you, and we'll continue with the net here and see if we can finish her up quickly and go in the house and put this thing on the charger and see if we can get it come back to life. AB6SR, Los Gatos, K6MYC.
6, yeah, okay, Mike. Frank, you're about 5 and 8. Remain very, very clear. Thanks for the relay. I'm clear now, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, big, deep fade on that one, over. Okay, Stan, I lost you on the last one, so the band is starting to act up here at this turning point around 8:30, 9 o'clock. 73, K6MYC, QRZ, Bozo Net, Bay Area. Anybody else? Okay, I don't hear anybody else, so let me see. Let me go a little further north. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, are you in there? I don't hear Mike. Let me go up to get KB N6RO. Let me get a shot at Ken. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC. Okay, I got you there, Dave, N1PPP 336, and I assume you also have Kent 160 KA6OSX. Is that a Roger?
N1PPP 336.
Okay, we got it. Thank you. Another voice in there?
Mike, we copy that.
Again? Again, please? Maybe you've already checked in. Maybe that's why you're not giving me your call sign or anything, but I cannot copy you on short burst transmissions. I have to hear you a little bit before I even start to get readability because of my ear tonight, over. Okay, he didn't come back. Must have been Dave. 7-3, Dave. 7-3. We got you and Kent all okay.
756.
Who is that?
756.
Okay, give us a rest, Darren.
Kilo Julia 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756, Sacramento.
There you go. Perfect for Judy. She got all of that, I'm sure. KJ6KFB 756. And how are you doing this evening? You're loud.
Well, conditions are doing better. Nothing changed here in the station. What can I say? Some days it works better than others.
Yeah, I'm not even pointed at 310 degrees at 30-something here, 307 or something. But you're coming in loud. I won't change it. Good evening to you, and hopefully everything going well, okay for you, and you're keeping up with current events, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're just waiting for to get past the election. We know we're going to get past it. And it's going to be, in my opinion, a landslide. But we'll see.
Well, I was talking more about the little fiasco with Israel and Iran, over.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting for World War III to break out, too.
Oh, I hope not, but it's a potential. Let's see what Iran's response is to this whole thing. They better watch out. They're not dealing with a paper tiger there.
Well, just remember, his will be done.
Just remember what?
Well, as it's been shown, time and time again, his will be done.
Well, we hope so.
Well, there's no hoping. It's a guarantee. KJ6, AFB.
Okay. Thank you, Darren, and thank you for the words of wisdom there. All righty. Let's see if Bill's in there. He was not in the morning, so maybe he's not feeling well enough to even try it. Here, Bill, let me get the antenna up your way a little bit more. I'm really shy. There we go. That should be closer. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KO6KD in the Bozo group. I came in late, and I actually was hearing Bob. At times, I was hearing him fairly well, but I got nothing to add. I really don't, and so I just figured I'd let you guys go ahead and chat, and maybe tomorrow if he gets home and gets in, maybe I'll say hey. But no, I just physically I don't feel good. Emotionally, mentally, I'm wrecked. So there you go. I'm not going to bother belaying the point. I'm here saying hello, and that's about it. So we'll see how it goes as to whether or not I check in or whatever. But good evening to one and all on the Bozo Net, KO6KD number 776.
Okay, big signal. Very good. I'm sorry, Judy. I'm sorry I got it up so loud. She's putting up with it, but I got the speaker up real loud. I just pulled out my hearing aid on the left side, and I can hear you clearly now because the left ear works. It just has to have a lot of volume. And your audio is very nice, Bill, coming in. Very muffled in the right ear. So, as always, the right ear doesn't do much for intelligibility. Anyway, thanks, Bill, and maybe we'll see you in the morning. Bob should be home. He said he'd be in and hopefully operational. He should be home now. And boats docked, and they probably sent the home sitters, the house sitters home. And he's trying to get back to normal. So hopefully we'll see Bob in the morning. We had really good propagation, as you could tell this morning, because you could hear him with his 50 watts and the backstay antenna. So we'll look forward to it tomorrow. Unless I have to go in, I may, if this hearing aid goes dead on me, I may just have to go into with Matt, so I may have a very short fuse in the morning, if anything. So if I'm not there, you'll know I had to go in and take my hearing in for repair. 6KD 776 K6MYC. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Judy, for writing me down. And yeah, we'll keep that in mind tomorrow. Better that you get it done tomorrow on Thursday than waiting until late Friday. Then you got to put up with it all the way through the weekend. So, all right, 7-3 for now. Catch you later. KO6KD.
Roger, 7-3, Bill. Okay, who else do we have while I'm pointed this way? QR said Bozo Net, K6MYC, 2 meters.
KE6IL, that's global, Charlie Mike 99013.
Oh boy, 2 people almost doubled out, and I didn't get much of anything there. I heard Charlie Mike 96, I think. Is that right? No, that can't be right. Was it number 96, KE6ILX?
Yeah, KE6ILX. We're mobile, single loop, just driving into town.
Yeah, well, you're doing good. Sounds loud. KE6 India Lima X-ray number 96. Thank you, Jeff. Great signal from the mobile there. KE6ILX, and we had another one, but you take one and finish up, and then we'll pick up the other guy, K6MYC.
Yeah, I've been hearing you on and off coming down from the mining site, so I'm on Highway 20. At a little high spot that's going to drop off real quick. Anyway, 7-3, just on the single loop, KE6ILX.
Okay, 7-3. Thanks for your continued check-in. Maybe we'll hear you tomorrow night. Who was the other station? K6MYC.
KR6MR, Bozo 759. And hi, Jeff.
No problem. We'll talk to you soon.
Roger.
Okay. Very good. Big signal, John. Nice signal. I haven't moved the antenna at all, so we've just got wonderful propagation on 2 meters tonight for the most part. Occasionally a big fade, but for the most part, everybody's really up beautifully. KR6MR, and it was nice to hear your call twice yesterday on 1296. Over.
Yeah, Mike, that was very nice. KE6ILX, no matter where I pointed my 1.2 beam, I could hear him
just fine. Crazy, I guess he was right on top of me. And then also had Dan and Paul in there on 1.2. It was a very nice evening. Over.
Yeah, no, it was good. Good evening, and we had two very nice call sets from you. I didn't hear my call, but your call came through beautifully twice. After that, I didn't hear anything, but doesn't mean that it wasn't close. Anyway, thanks, and congratulations on working me again on 1296 direct. KR6MR or K6MYC for your final, over.
Yeah, okay, Mike. I'll let you go. I guess you can work your way up to Nevada. Yeah, I'll try to see you tomorrow night. KR6MR back.
Yeah, we'll see on 432. Hopefully it'll be as good as it is here on 2 meters. Now, I'm still looking for Redding. Let me see where I'm pointed here. 3, what is that?
326.
Okay, I'm going to go up toward Redding a little bit more. Let's see if we got anything in Redding. KD6 Sugar Whiskey or KO6HS. Who do we have this evening? K6MYC Bozo Net, over. Oh, there he is, November 6 Radio Oscar. And you might tell Judy your number, over.
Roger, K6MYC N6RO, Bozo 835. My antenna is pointed northeast for the HF sprint that's going on. So, you copy me all okay?
Oh, yeah, no problem. It's a little bit raspy because I got power line or solar noise that's creeped in here, but everything else is fine. It's just, it's raspy because of the noise blanker, over.
Yeah, roger. We had a successful day on doing all the heavy lifting on transferring antennas from the old mast to the new tower. All the antennas are in place, but there's about a half a day worth of cabling and connectorizing to get the new system up. I will not be on 432 tomorrow night because I don't have any antennas above 2 meters. So, let's see, high temperature was 94, and dinner was lamb chops, K6MYC and 6RO.
Very good. We were about 100 today. We didn't go out and check it specifically, but it was predicted to 100, and the prediction usually falls within a degree or two, so it's close enough for what we care about. I got in the pool, but Judy didn't. She was tied up in a phone call with a friend or something. So she missed her pool thing today. Anyway, good deal. I think I heard you say it correctly. You've got everything up. You're missing a connector for something, but you will be on 432 tomorrow?
No, negative. All the antennas above 2 meters are disconnected. We haven't finished the cabling. So we have the cables on the tower and some in the shack, but we need to patch in 5 cables in between.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, you think there's not going to be able to be finished tomorrow, but you think it'll be done by the weekend?
I don't think so. My chief engineer is taking care of his wife, who has serious medical issues, and he can't just get away too often. So we're waiting on him to finish up the job. No sweat. We'll be on for September VHF, but it looks like we're going to miss the 222.
Oh, darn. You will not be on for the weekend on 222 or 432 then, is that right?
Yes, unless Gary is able to get a pass to come up on either tomorrow or Friday, which I don't think he will. But, the priority was getting the tower up, and the contest was secondary. So we don't know when we'll be back on the high bands, but 2 and 6 will be okay.
Well, that's too bad. Hopefully things will miraculously happen for you, and you'll get 222 and 432. Those are the important ones. I think your 1296 thing, and you're not going to work that many people up there anyway in this contest. So I would guess 222, 432, 2 meters and 6 are the big ones. Good luck, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night on 430. No, I guess we won't. 432 isn't working. We'll talk to you somewhere, Ken. K6MYC. Bye-bye.
Yeah, fine. It's all up to Gary now. When he can get away, he'll finish up the job. He's doing all the connector work and running cables and all that stuff. The new tower and the UHF stack looks real good. Can't wait to try it when it's all finished. M6RO.
Okay, by the way, if you ever want to get a message to me, you could call me, of course, but I'm also on 40 meters most every morning with Bill, KO6KD, and Bob, K7VO up in Olympia. You would hear all these guys. And Phil, WB6GGY, we're on 7137 typically, plus or minus a kilohertz. So you could jump in and just say hi or give me a heads up on where we finally fixed it or we aren't going to be on or something like that. I put the word out to everybody, and John K6MI at his contest station in Tehachapi's DMO5 was really excited to hear that you were going to be on, but he's going to be disappointed that you're not. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's sort of out of my hands because I can't do the work that Gary can't. You know, one arm that's functional. Anyway, so we'll be on when we can. I'll try to check in on 40 once in a while to give you the updates. 7-3 for now.
Yeah, that's usually about 8 o'clock local time in the morning. 8 to 8:30 is usually find us on that frequency. Sometimes a lot longer and later than 8:30, but we start at 8, give or take a couple of minutes. 7-3. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
Roger. Nighty-night.
Nighty-night.
226 is back for a minute.
Okay, you want to say hello to your buddy Ken up there?
Yeah, hello to Ken. Sorry we're going to miss you, but you'll get back on soon, WA60IB.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. I didn't really expect to get as far as we did today, but we couldn't finish it. Another probably 2/3 of a day to get all the cabling done. Anyway, we'll check in when we can.
Great. Good to hear you, WA60IB.
Yeah, good. You're pretty loud off the side of my antenna. I'm pointing northeast.
Hey, so am I.
Oh, so we're off each other's sides.
That's right. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, 1,500 watts helps.
Yeah, you betcha. Very good. All right, take care. Have a good rest of the week, WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, we're going to go for Reading. I did call once for Reading, but I heard nothing, but maybe they're in there now. Reading, KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS, K6MYC Bozo Net. Reading, over.
Yeah, KD6 shortwave, K6MYC, Reading, fine.
Oh, we had 2 in there. Did you get any call, Ken?
No, I didn't hear it. Just some words.
Okay, was that, let me try, KD6SW, was that you, Rich?
Yeah, that was me, KD6 shortwave, number 145, Reading, over.
Okay, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, short 145, we got you. Who was the other station with Bill, with Rich in there? Who was the other station, over?
Kilo Whiskey, Alpha 6, November Alpha, Bravo, Papa, Pollock Pines.
There's 2 of them in there.
Too many. I hear Pollock Pines. Stand by Pollock Pines, and let me get the other one. Who was the other station? I'm sorry to keep you repeating, but you're getting buried every time. But there's too many people talking at the same time here. Stand by Pollock Pines. Who was the other one?
Groveland, WA6HNA 1013.
Okay, very loud, Greg. But your audio doesn't have the piercing power that it could have. You could probably sharpen up that crispness a little bit, and that would have brought you right through. You're much louder than the other guys, but it's boomy, over.
Okay. I just got that. I brought the miking a little bit here, too. So, anyway, good evening to you. And, 1013. And was it Frank that did your solar system for you?
Yeah, Yeah, Frank is still working on my solar system. We're continuing to upgrade it and improve it and so on. And it's Frank, W6BBS, doing it. I haven't heard Phil tonight, which is unusual. I thought he would be in here. Give us your Bozo number, Greg, over.
Yeah, it's Bozo 1013.
She's got it. Judy's got it. Thank you.
And WB6GGY, Whiskey Baker 6, Golf Yankee, Bozo 884. Bozo 884. Go ahead.
Thank you, Phil. Wonderful job there for Judy. We're both getting rummy. Been one of those long days with phone calls and a little bit hectic from time to time. We're getting it calmed down a little bit, but anyway, you did a wonderful job of giving her your stuff there. It was nice to chat this morning, by the way. WB6GGY and WA6HNA and Reading in there. I want to go back and see if I can get the other Reading station. So if you guys can just hang a second, let me see if KO6HS is in there. Okay, and thank you, Rich, for coming in. It was nice to work you on Monday. Pretty damn good signals on 6 meters, Rich. KO6HS, KO6HS, Jerry, K6MYC, over. I do not hear Jerry, Rich. Do you hear him at all? I couldn't copy that, but everything, the path has dropped way down.
It's Jerry's birthday, so he's probably partying, over.
Was that what he said? Okay. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Rob, for the relay. Got my power line noise back. Okay, let's see. Back to you, Phil, and then you can turn it over to Greg, and then we'll go on toward Nevada or whoever else is in here. I think we got most everybody except for Dan and maybe Russ, KW6T. We haven't heard for a week or two. WB6GGY in the group, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Hello, Phil. Hello there, Ken. And we may be able to swing by and see you Monday. Might be able to swing by and see you Monday if everything goes well there, Mike. So there you go. Over to you there, Greg. WB6GGY. Back over to you, Greg, and we'll bow out here and catch everybody later. So over to you, Greg.
Hey, thank you, Phil. WB6GGY, WA6HNA, and thanks for Frank's call sign there. Mike, I'm going to give him I'll probably drop him an email. We're zeroing in on getting the solar system set up here, and I think we've zeroed in on the right inverters to use and the right charge controllers to use to keep the local RFI down from the inverter. So it'll be good to talk to Frank for a minute and get his perspective as well. So I appreciate that. Back to Net, K6NYC, WA6HNA.
Okay, do you want Rob to text you Frank's number?
Sure, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be fine.
Okay, did you get that, Rob?
No, he kind of faded out. He was loud for a minute there, over.
Can you text Frank's phone number to Greg, WA6HNA? Do we have your phone number, Greg?
Possibly. Yeah, it's, if you're ready to copy, I'll give it to you.
I think we're sort of ready. Ready for the phone number. Go ahead.
Okay, 925-462-5273.
You get that, Rob?
Yes, I think so. 925-462-6273. Almost. The last 4 digits are 52, like the 146.52 national calling frequency, and then 73, as in 73, friends. Okay, got it there. The last 4 is 5273. Over.
Roger, roger. A good ham phone number.
There you go.
He came up really loud now, so I got a good copy. The first part is 925462, correct?
QSL. You've got that one.
Okay, I'll send you Frank's number.
Thanks, Rob. And appreciate that. WA6HNA.
WA6HNA. Rob just put, well, I'm going to give you a number, a round number, about 40,000 into a system that he bought from Signature Solar, the same people that we're dealing with. The units are very quiet. We have minimal, if any, RF noise. I haven't detected any in my system, none whatsoever. And so the systems are very quiet, Greg. You can be assured of that. And we've had good service from Signature Solar. And they're usually, they work with you on not only payment, if you want to split credit cards into 2 pieces and stuff like that, but they're also, sometimes you tell them what you want, and they say, well, we could give you that, but these aren't in stock, but we can give you another thing here, which is even a better price, and yada, yada, yada. So sometimes you end up with them helping you save even a few more dollars. Over.
Okay, QSL. Signature Solar is one of the ones, actually the primary one I've been talking to, so that's perfect. I'm looking at both the Solarc and the EG4 18 kPV. The Solarc 15 or the EG4 18 kPV for my station here, and I know that the Solarcs have got a good reputation in the ham community. Are you guys using any one of those?
Yeah, I've got 12 of the EG4 50 volt 100 amp batteries, and I've got 2 18 kPs. Over.
Okay, that's even better news. That's the one I preferred, but I know that the Solarc was good, but I hadn't gotten a comment from anybody on the EG4s, and they're almost the same unit, but the EG4 is a little bit better. So fantastic! You guys just made my day. I appreciate that. WA6HNA.
Well, we just gave you the real quickie basics. Fred can give you some other ideas and options and about what you need once he understands your system and so on, so he can help you tailor, make sure you're not overbuying or underbuying on panels and stuff. Rob, give him your the panel brand that you like, the Aeromats or whatever they are. Give him that brand name.
Okay, yeah, I've got to look and see. I've forgotten what it is exactly, but they call bifocal. In other words, they can pick up some light from the bottom side also. And so I'm going to have them on the ground. I'll have some white rocks under them, and I should get a little extra from there too. I'm also using the EG4 controller, charge controller, just like Mike was there too.
Aptos.
Okay, is that the EG4 18 kPV?
Yes, correct, exactly. And the palette of bifocal panels, Frank was right, they're Aptos, A-P-T-O-S, and they're 440 watt up to 550 watts. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a roof mount on this one. Actually, I don't have a huge load requirement, but so I'll probably, I won't need the bifocal because there won't be anything coming in from the bottom side.
Yeah, the Aptos panels were a real good discount. It was pretty low watts per dollar or whatever, $1 per kilowatt. Over.
Okay, well, I will certainly look at it and also look at the non bifocal. So anyway, they should, either one would work for me, I'm sure, but no reason to try to get a reflection off the roof. It'll be shaded down there in my particular case. So thanks, Rob, and thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, both of you guys. So WA6HNA, I'll let you guys carry on with the net.
Alrighty. 7-3 for now. Thank you, Greg.
And thank you. And by the way, I was about 40 hertz off. I cranked it up. Hopefully my tone is a little better now.
Yeah, it's a little better. It's partly my ears. I've lost my my hearing aid in the left ear, so I'm copying, but not real well with a hearing aid and no hearing aid in the left ear. Over.
Roger, roger. Yeah, I'm right behind you, Mike. I'll be thinking about the same thing here soon for my ears.
Okay. Well, I've gone with the brand Oticon. They're really top of the line. They are expensive, but boy, they work well. Over.
Okay. I actually know very little about it at this point. I just know that I'm getting to where I'm going to need it soon. So I can't claim I can't hear my wife forever. Otherwise, I'll be in deep trouble.
You know the routine. I've been there. Okay. Oticon, O-T-I-C-O-N. I think they're Danish. I think it's a Danish company, but they're very, very well done. They've done all the research. A lot of the companies copy all the research that was done at Oticon. So they're kind of top of the line things. And it works well with the Bluetooth too, which is nice. Bluetooth unit costs a little bit, but it's well worth it for your radio. Over.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. And I use Bluetooth in the airplane as well for so I can actually hear my cell phone if I need to. So that works out great.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Off and running here. Do you want to say something to Greg?
Greg? Huh? No, that's fine.
Okay. We're there.
Greg, this is Judy. Yeah. Greg, over.
Hello, Judy. I think I may have doubled with you at the end there.
I wanted to let you know about Dick's Memorial. It appears that because his wife is having surgery days after August 18, I believe, she's keeping it for family only because there are 5 generations showing up. So something like 20 people in her home. So she's keeping it small, and she doesn't feel well anyway. Low energy until after the surgery. But anyway, just wanted to let you know. But I'll tell her that you were interested.
Okay, thanks, Judy. I appreciate that. That answers why we got different messages, because the message I got was from Judy's neighbor up there, Dick Collier, and Dick and Kim see them quite a bit, so I always check in with them to see what's happening, and they were waiting to hear, and I guess they finally heard that it's not going to happen for them. So anyway, but that makes sense. Yeah, we had to do a family thing just for my dad as well, because it was getting to be too big. So anyway, thanks so much for the update. I appreciate that. K6MYC and Judy, WA6HNA.
Now, if anything changes there, we'll keep you updated as best we can. Greg, 7-3. Anybody else for the Bozo Net before I go to Nevada, K6MYC?
Hey, Greg, WA6HNA, KM6SR. Did you get the text I sent you? Over.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Okay, I hear you, Mike. We got you. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie.
Mike.
KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. We got you, Mike. Very light. I'm pointed towards Sacramento, but I heard you in there. Thanks for checking in. We'll come back to the Bay Area in a few minutes for late checks and missed if you're still there. 7-3, Mike. 7-3. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie K6MYC. Over.
Roger.
Okay, got you, Roger. So we'll be checking for you in a few minutes once I get done with Nevada. Okay, I'm gonna go right up to Nevada before they go to bed. Okay, here we are toward Nevada, looking for. I didn't hear anything from CW from Richard tonight. KD6BQ and 7 Whiskey Tango, or KE7UQL. We're standing by.
Yeah, K6MYC, KE6BQ, number 249 in Nevada. And yeah, I wasn't on earlier. I was busy hauling junk from my truck into my shed. Over.
Yeah, Yeah, well, no problem. KD6BQ, Kilo Delta 6 Bravo Queen. Well, 249, we got you, and beautiful signal too. Very nice audio, even though I've got no hearing aid on the left side. It failed a few minutes ago. So I pulled it out, and I can hear better with it out now, by gosh. Anyway, good to hear you, Richard. Let's see if anybody else is in there. KD6BQ, you can turn it over to whoever, K6MYC.
Okay, K6MYC, KD6BQ. Yeah, I was over at a silent team's house with his wife getting rid of some junk and spotted he was getting entered into EME, and he has an 18-foot fish with a feed horn for 1296. So trying to figure out how I can take it apart and get it over here. So I might show up on 1296 one of these days. But anyway, I'm sure Daniel got here. I haven't been able to raise Larry on 220 FM, so probably pass it over to Daniel there. 87 UQL, 86 DQ. Go ahead.
Very light, Daniel. Very, very light. Try it again. I'll see if I can peek on you, Daniel. Over.
Roger. Your signal is prominent below as well. Sorry, I don't have a little more horsepower delay. And I know you have to get that hearing charged up. Also, you're taking a lot of what sounds like feedback at this phase. Over.
Yeah, rough copy. It's coming up, Daniel, but I didn't get much of that. Just hang in there a second. Let's see if Larry's in here. And there was 272. And we'll shoot it back to you in just a minute, Daniel. I didn't have the antenna on you. I had the program mode in the wrong program on the controller, and I didn't turn the antenna like I thought I was here. We'll try again in a second, Daniel. Hang on. How about you, Larry? N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. Oh, Larry, how about K7SUN? How about you, Stan? K7 Sugar Uniform November. Okay, no Stan. Let's try again for you, Daniel, and I'll try to get the antenna peaked on you. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Go again.
Okay, this is Kilo Echo 7 Uniform Quebec Lima. Your signal is about S3 at this time. I was trying to relay that you need to charge that hearing aid, and you're sending a lot of what sounds like feedback. The last message I have for you is I will do my best to keep Delta Mike 09 active for this contest weekend. Over.
Okay, yeah, booming in now.
Okay, very good. So, yes, Richard hears it as well. The feedback signal is quite frequent from you. And I want you to know I will keep Delta Mike 09 active for the weekend. Over.
Roger, I don't know what causes the feedback. It's when I lean toward the controller because I have to put my face up against the controller in order to read the numbers. And when I do that, I'm about 3 inches from the speaker with the microphone. And that's probably where the feedback's coming from. I hear it too. Just ignore it, please. Over.
Okay, will do. We can do that. KE7UQL.
Okay, and by the way, we're going to be on 222 and 432, 7:30 to 9 o'clock on Saturday night this week. So we'll try to have as many people for you as we can round up. Over.
Roger, and K6MI sounds very interesting down in Delta Mike 05, over.
Yeah, we'll have John on frequency, and you guys should be able to make contact with him, I think, from his high location there in this Tehachapi's, over.
Roger, looking forward to it.
All right, you're very loud now, so we were just in a big old fade when you first came in. Sounds good. I don't hear Larry, but I think Larry was taking another hiatus tonight, so we'll go back to Richard for a final. Richard, and then we'll go back into the Bay Area for late checks and missed. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Good night, Daniel. Good night, Richard.
6BQ. No Larry tonight. I tried him on 222 or 220 FM and couldn't raise him. So anyway, we'll maybe listening on 432, although I don't think we're going to be able to do much with our 7 watts. And I don't know if I was above the noise last time, but I'm looking at a 18-foot dish with a 1296 feed. The guy, Silent T, wife wants to get rid of it, so I'm thinking maybe I'll get on 1296 EME eventually. Anyway, 73 for now, and lots of QSB here tonight. K6MYC, KD6BQ, 73 from Nevada.
Yeah. Who was the call sign of the Silent Key?
Let's see, KC4SW, I believe it was. Let me look it up here just a second. If I got it all written down here somewhere. Except I lost where I had it written down. I think it's KC4SW, over.
Give it to me slowly. You're in a fade.
Kilowatt Charlie, number 4, Sierra Whiskey. Kilowatt Charlie, number 4, Sierra Whiskey. I believe that was the call sign, over.
And is he located in Foreland or somewhere closer to you?
Actually in Carson City.
Oh, well, that's a bonus. That's a hop, skip, and a jump. That would be good. Well, you might touch base with N6RZJ, Bozo 939. He's got I think a 12-foot dish or a 10-footer, and he's doing very, very well with it on 1296, and he's quite active on 1296 EME. But the 18-footer, my God, that's a killer, over.
Yeah, well, the big part is it's so big that it's going to be a problem to get it here. I'll probably have to rent a trailer and hook it up to the back of my truck. And then the other problem is where to put it on the property. I'd like it to be close to the station so I don't have long feed lines. On the other hand, that puts it close to the house, which blocks significant part of its visibility to the sky. So we'll see what happens. It'll be a while. It's going to take a while to actually get that taken apart and moved, over.
Yeah, if you can break it in half, that would be easy. Is it a mesh dish or solid?
It's a fine mesh.
Yeah, so the fine mesh would be good to 10 gigahertz. That'll be really good at 1296. Wonderful. Okay. Well, it's a little bigger than you really need for really having a lot of fun on the band, but if it's free and you can manage it, it's worth doing. And you're going to be a real spotlight on the band, over.
Yeah, it'll be a while before I get there, but yeah, that'd be something fun. And if it's too big for me to handle, I'll donate it to the local observatory for their radio telescope, and I'll swap for a smaller dish that they've got already. So we'll figure something out if it's too big for me to handle. K6MYC, KD6BQ.
Yeah, Roger. Well, 12 to 16 is quite easy, manageable. 10 foot minimum. You can get by with less, but 10 foot to have fun and be quite successful. 10 foot, 12 foot, and 16 or 5 meters. I have a 5 meter dish here, and it's on my Bozo list to get it going. But anyway, sounds good, and let me know if we can help you with technical issues as you go along there. I did quite a bit of 1296 moon bounce over the years, and other bands as well, as you know. Thank you, Richard. Good to hear you. 73s. We'll see you tomorrow night with your smashing 8 watts. And then over the weekend, we'll try to see if we can get some contacts from you from DMO9, over.
Okay, Mike, 73 to you, 73 to Judy. You guys have a good evening, and we'll look for you tomorrow with our 7 watts, K6MYC, KD6BQ, 73.
73. Night, Daniel.
UL 73.
Night, Daniel.
Good night.
Did. Okay, I'm going back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed. I don't think we have very many, but I'll go there anyway. Heading toward the Bay Area now. And a little feedback in there, see, when I get over here to the controller. Okay, here we are are in the Bay Area. Late checks and miss for the Bay Area, K6KLY or KB6BA. I think those are the only two major ones that we missed in the Bay Area, but maybe others. KB6BA or K6KLY or anybody else in the Bay Area for 2 meters. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie calling and listening. Okay, all quiet on the western front. I think we're done, guys. K6USY, probably back in the shack now. The kids are in bed. That'll be a 6BBS, probably coming down here tomorrow. And depending on what happens with the hearing aid in the morning, I may be going again tomorrow. Like I didn't go anywhere today, Frank, but maybe if I go into town, I can pick up that breaker. If you don't already have it in your car by the time you get here. Not to worry, it's not a crisis. During the daytime, it's not a crisis, and we can run the air. Running air conditioning tonight, but just for Matt because he's here not feeling well. All right. 7-3 all. KM6SRR and around the loop, Rob, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, Mark is in the Bay Area too, isn't he? KT2G, but he probably would have answered if you called out again. Anyway, I've been texting with Greg there talking about our solar systems, and yeah, Aaron should be back now, and I'll turn it over to Frank. 73 is all KM6SR, standing by.
KM6SR, W6BBS. Okay, Rob, good night to you, and good night, Mike. Copy everything you said there. And yes, I will be down in the morning, and if I see you, I see you. And if I don't see you in the morning, I probably will in the afternoon. Okay, W6BBS, I'm tired. K6MYC, W6BBS.
Okay, well, we'll find you. We'll see you somewhere along the line. I shouldn't be in town that long if I have to go in. Hoping not to have to do that, but they said they could probably have a technician make a quick look at it, and if it's something really bad in the hearing aid, they can send it in, and I've got my old ones that I can fall back on, so I'm covered, but I have to just do it officially with batteries and stuff. I don't have any batteries for my old hearing aids anymore, so a lot of reasons to be prepared. I'm ready to go in the morning if I have to. 7-3, Frank. K6USY, if you're there, Aaron, K6MYC. Aaron's off to another thing.
Here, I just had my button set wrong. So, of course, I can make the feedback stop right now, but then, of course, now nobody online will be able to hear you. Right, but they're linked together. We have to, have the monitor on for people to be able to hear you online, and that's why you're getting the feedback because you got the speaker cranked up because your hearing aid's not working. So it all leads back to you just got to go get your hearing aid fixed. Right, but in order for people to hear you online, we have to have the monitor on, and we have it turned down all the way as low as it can go, just enough that we can feed audio to online, but then at certain frequencies, it's causing feedback. So it's all linked together. When I turn the monitor circuit on to feed your audio to the internet, it's also going to be coming out of the speaker on the radio.
Mike, the answer is, it happens every time when you're going to lean over and adjust the antennas. You just tell everybody, stand by, I'm going to adjust the antenna, and take your finger off the button. Take your finger off the button, it won't feed back. When you lean back, there's no problem. Over. Well, we don't want that on mic anyways. On you, Mike, yes, not on the microphone.
Yeah, that might be against YouTube's terms of use. Yeah, something like that. Well, that's what we're here for, is entertainment. And good night, everybody on YouTube. We were just doing a demonstration to show that the feedback can be eliminated, but we'll get everything else taken care of. All righty, good night, everybody. Good night, everybody on YouTube, K6US Live.